Engaged lessons for the 21st century.
Welcome to Lesson 2, Word Problems Mixed Numbers, Different Denominators. Now, if you remember, Lesson 1 had the same denominators, and we said in Lesson 1, wait till you get to Lesson 2, and we'll show you different ones. Hopefully you clicked on this button right here to obtain the directions and the answers. If you look carefully, you'll notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems. What we like to do, however, is use the first problem. Problem 1 is an example, so we can show you exactly how to do this so there's no question in your mind. Okay, let's read it. Billy had to work in his backyard with dirt to smooth out the holes caused by the chipmunks. On Monday, he dumped 4 2/9 pounds of dirt in his backyard. On Wednesday, he needed more dirt, so he dumped 6 6/10 in the backyard. What total fraction of dirt did Billy dump altogether? Well, so you fully understand what we're talking about, we're going to show you the answer first. Now, if you look carefully, you'll notice all we did was bring these down, 4 2/9 plus 6 6/10. Well, 4 and 6 is pretty easy. That's 10. Here's where the problem is, though. The problem comes up when we have to work on the denominators. If you look carefully, you'll notice that we have a 9 here and we have a 10. Okay, so what's the common denominator? Well, we already told you right here, it's 90. How many times does 9 go into 90? 10 times. So 2 times 10 is 20. Right? So I'll put a 20 right here for you so you can see what we're talking about. And let's look at this one. How many times does 10 go into 90? 9 times. So 6 times 9, make that really neat for you. 6 times 9 is 54, right? So let's add up. 54 and 20 is 74. Now, that's not the lowest it can be, so we reduce it to 10 37/45. And this is your final answer. Okay, now the rest of your problems, you'll notice 2, 3, 4, and 5 are pretty similar. What's the idea here, however, is reading the problem, word problem, and deciphering what you have to do. Okay, so what's going to be good here is you are going to pause the video, and then when you're done when you're done doing all the lessons, continue playing the video, and we will provide you with the answer. If you would, please pause the video now. Thank you. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. Problem 2. On Thanksgiving, the Grande family was going to have a big meal. This is an Italian family, and some wanted Italian sausage, and some only wanted meatballs. So, Mrs. Grande had to purchase 2 types of meat. She bought 3 1/8 pounds of sausage, and she purchased 3 1/3 pounds of ground meat for the meatballs. In total, how many pounds of meat did Miss Grande buy? Well, here's the answer. 3 1/8 plus 3 1/3. The 2 3s are simple. Add those together. Now, what's the common denominator? 24. Right? So here we have 8 goes into 24 3 times. 3 times 1 is 3. And 3 goes into 8, or 3 goes into 24 8 times. So 8 and 3 is 11. So your answer should have been 6 11/24. Hopefully that one made sense. Okay, problem number 3. The girls had their boyfriends over for a movie and a pizza party one evening. The girls only liked cheese pizza, so they ate 2 2/9 boxes of cheese pizza. The boys ate 4.5 boxes of sausage pizza. How much pizza did the boys and the girls eat at the party? Well, again, same basic logic applies here. Here's the answer. We have 2 2/9, that's what the girls did, plus 4.5, that's what the boys did. 4 and 2 is 6. However, we need a common denominator, you'll see is 18. How many times does 9 go into 18? Twice. 2 times 9 is 4. And how many times does 2 go into 18? 9 times. So 9 and 4 is equal to 13. So your answer is 6 and 13/18. Okay, let's look at number 4. In number 4, Penny was only 4 years old, and she was really smart. She loved to do Sudoku in her spare time after preschool. She completed 3 2/7 games on Monday after school, and she wanted to show her parents how smart she was, so on Tuesday she completed 4 1/5 in total. What fraction of Sudoku games did Penny finish? All right, let's look. Here's 3 2/7 plus 4 1/5. 3 and 4, that's an easy one, 7. Now, what's the common denominator for this one? 35. Okay, let's see what we have here. Common denominator is 35. How many times does 7 go into 35? Well, if you said 5, you're right. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus, how many times does 5 go into 35? 7 times. So we have 10 plus 7 is equal to 17. So your answer should have been 7/35. Hopefully your answer matched ours. Okay, let's look at the last one. This one is a little bit unique compared to the other ones, and I'll show you why. Drew is only in the 1st grade, but he loves to read. On Tuesday, he read 5 5/10 books. On Thursday, he read 6 4/5 books. What is the total fraction of books did Drew read? Well, here's the answer. We have 5 5/10 plus 6 4/5, right? 6 and 5 is 11. Now, the common denominator is 10, so 5 goes into 10 how many times? 2 times, so 2 times 4 is 8. 8 and 5 is 13, so we have 11 13/10. Uh-oh, that is an improper fraction. So what we have to do is reduce it. So if we have 13/10, if we take away 10 of them and put them over here, that gives us 12. And it gives us 3/10 left over. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. Let's look at it again. We have 5 5/10 plus 6 4/10 equals 5 and 6 is 11. Now, the common denominator is a 10, right? So, how many times does 5 go into 10? Twice. 2 times, let me get a pen here so I can look at this a little bit closer. Okay, here we go. 5 goes into 10 twice. 2 times 4 is 8, right? 8 plus 5 is 13. Now, 10, and we have 13, so we actually have a hole here, right? So if we remove 10 of this, this will make this a 12, and it gives us 3 left over. Okay? Hopefully that one made sense. Okay, if your answers matched ours, outstanding. Well, we hope you enjoyed and learned something from watching our video. And we'd like to thank you for watching our video.
That's all, folks.